So I was thinking earlier today about, the part about, wanting to have a QSO on this radio before I buy a transceiver. And so one thing I was thinking, is, there's a lot to do in the meantime. Even if I ran out instantly right now and bought a transceiver, this little dipole right here is the only antenna I have that's actually in use. Okay. So I have my, Hustler 4BTV, which is going to go out in the yard right over here, literally about 30 feet from here. And there's approximately like 42 feet by about 30 feet-ish rectangle over there that I'm going to put 32 ground radials underneath it. I'm either going to put them right on the surface and let the lawn grow up, or I may trench it a little bit and not trench it, but use a edger. And I've done both before, but I may use an edger and put them just slightly underground and then let the lawn grow back. I'm not sure which I'm going to do. But that whole thing, I have to put in a mount. I've got to put some concrete over there with a post in it. I got to drive a ground rod, and then build the antenna and put it up, and then lay the radial field. So that's an extensive process over there. And so, there's a lot of mean time between right now and needing a transceiver. So, the Norwalk Electronics Dominator 5/8 wave vertical for 6 meters, that's going to go up on the roof. The house is over here, and it's a 2-story house, and so it's going to go up on the roof there. It's going to be, the bottom of it will be about 12 feet above the roof. So it's going to be in like the 34-foot zone at the bottom of that, 12 or 13 foot high antenna. So it's going to have a view from up there. It's going to do phenomenally well, I can tell you. So I've got to put that up. I already do have an antenna. I've got a 10-foot mast. I've got 2 5-foot sections. And I have a tripod, and so that's what's going to go up there to start things off. So I got HF down here, most of the HF. I got 10, 15, 20, and 40 meters on the 4BTV, and then 6 meters up on the roof, and that can get us started off. And then another part of the roof, kind of over to the north here, the roof goes 2 different directions, and so up on this peak over here, I'm going to do a kind of a fan dipole, but not really in a fan where, there's a dipole and another dipole and another dipole underneath it. I'm going to go 4 different ways, 45 degrees off from each other, and all at approximately a 90-degree angle. So it's more of like I don't know if you want to call it a pinwheel or a carousel kind of a thing. It's all fed from one coax at the center, and it amounts to a fan dipole, but it's not in the classic construction. It's actually at polar opposites, if you want to say. It's not all in a line. So you'll see, we can build it together. We definitely will be doing that. And so you are included. You might want to subscribe to see that, because it's going to be a little while before I do each of those things. And I'm going to have an extensive set of videos about each step of that. And if you want to see that, definitely like and subscribe. And if you guys, if you have comments about what I'm doing, even if it's, hey, you're wasting your time there with that little radio, put a comment. It really helps, and it helps me understand what you guys think about what I'm doing, and that's important to me. So if you'll do that, I'd really appreciate it. So there's a lot of work. If I could run up and grab a transceiver and we could all look at it and do an unboxing, but then what, right? So in the meanwhile, instead of having that $1,400 radio, I've got this one that I already own because it was given to me, so 0. And it's running right now, and I'm going to call CQ. CQ 6 meters, CQ 6 meters. Here is Whiskey Echo 5 India. Whiskey Echo 5 India. WE5I calling QRP from Oklahoma City with 2 watts and standing by.